project here. Got a trailer for free, or Bruce did, and we're going to be stripping it for the frame and bits and parts and pieces inside that we got. Let's take a look at it. So how much did this trailer cost you?
How much is it costing you right now?
Looked beautiful, and then we took the floor apart, and this is what happened. Rot. So she's coming apart. Beautiful little shower. Hard to come apart there.
Yeah, I got this part off. I'm gonna get the other one too. I can't reach the screws because they're covering them. Let's put them on this way.
Window's impossible. They try to push that out and it's just gonna break.
Flip us on our side.
Can't believe I didn't even think of
I got it cut.
It's been about a year to the day where I did somewhat of an emotional video concerning being kicked out of my home.
Hi, I'm Joshua from tinyhousebc.com. This is sort of my about and my why. Why I'm doing tiny houses. A good friend of mine, Kim Chiasson, has been bugging me for about 3 years. She says, Joshua, you've got to teach people how to build tiny houses. You've got to start building them because there's people in need out there. This tinyhousebc.com is about people who are marginalized, people who are awake, and know that they can be in a small home and bug out if they need to. Something happened to me, and this is happening to a lot of people. People are being kicked out of their homes. As you can see, there's I'm not the messiest man in the world, but this place is a mess, and I'll tell you why. Over here, we had a giveaway last weekend because I had to be out of my home that my father left me. It's really hard to talk about because a member of my family, who my father passed on, he left me the home. He told me not to leave it because it was mine, and a member of my family didn't inform me that mortgage payments were no longer paid into the home. I tried almost for 7 years to talk to this member, and they wouldn't speak to me. And it's funny how some people plan and plot for many years, and I don't have the kind of money to bring people to court. I don't have the kind of funds to take family members, which is really not part of my nature. Also, that I'm supposed to be some kind of violent man, which is also not in my nature. It's been hard because I lost my house last month. It went into foreclosure. There's money, equity in the home, and it's going to revert back to that family member when the redemption period happens after all the funds are settled, and there's nothing I can do with it. The Supreme Court kicked me out of my house, said sue her if you want to have any claim against the home. So my spiritual advisors and close friends said, Joshua, follow your passion, follow your bliss, and let it go. So I'm letting it go. Over here we had is a little bit of the stuff from our house. We had a giveaway last Saturday and it poured rain and we had to bring stuff, so we're going to bring it to Salvation Army. It was packed really, really high, and it's a lot of junk. And we're going to clean this place up so we can build tiny houses here. Here you'll see more stuff. I'm going to bring you in the leftovers of what's in the house, what was in our house. There's boxes here from remnants of stuff that's going to go to recycling. Yeah, it's a good thing. Come on in. Show them the stuff. That's mostly my stuff that I had in my studio and office. And we have clothes and lots of canning stuff and Jada's yarns and sewing materials and clothes. So it's a huge mess. But I know the experience I have in building, the experience I have in helping others to attain their dreams. I know I'm on a, some people might think I'm in a downward slope, but I'm really not. Today was a hard day because things in family, when they hurt you, I mean, you've probably heard, you know, when somebody passes, and the same thing happened with my mother. An entire home was taken that wasn't even split between the siblings because of a greedy family member. It breaks my heart. But you know what? This year is going to be a successful year. I'm going to help you to build tiny houses. I'm going to help you know how to run solar panels and electrical 12-volt systems and how to plumb and how to build out of next to nothing. I've acquired many materials because I go to places people are renovating, and I ask and they give them to me. That's all you have to do. I'm going to inspire you because inspiring you inspires me. It's time to build tiny homes. It's time to have your own place so you don't have to be kicked out of your home. That you can sit somewhere on the land or a trailer plot or something, but you'll have everything that you need, and I'm going to help you to do that. So that's my story, and it's heartbreaking, but I keep letting go every day, and it, you know, it touches the universe, it touches God, and yeah, it's about it. We kept a dream alive. I kept it alive every day. I thought about it every day, and having hopes and dreams is really, really important for me. A lot of people don't have them anymore. They just walk around in hopelessness. But even if it's a year, I thought about my tiny house that I'm going to build for us, and we cleared out a space. As you can see from the video before, it's been cleared out and marked out where we have a trailer coming this morning, and I'm really excited about building a tiny house. We've been saving materials for it, insulation, roofing, siding. I'd go to work sites and ask for them, and people would give me stuff. So today, I consider a miracle day, and every day from now on is going to be a miracle day.
What's coming today?
The trailer, didn't I say that?
I don't
trailer
remember.
is going to go right inside here, and the deck, part of the deck's still on it. We had to tarp it last night with our little flashlights because we thought things would probably fall off the deck, so we took care of that, and yeah, and we'll show you when it comes in.
That's the size of our house. Oh God. Bigger than what we have now. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I've got some rails that I can extend it 2 feet in the back.
In the back?
Make
Oh,
it 28
out the back?
feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Through all of that. You hear we're down the driver?
As you can see, the trailer left was pretty rotten. It looked actually, inside it looked beautiful. And then there was a bit of sogginess in the floor, and when Bruce, my buddy, uncovered the underneath the floor, it was rotten from one side to the other. So what you get isn't always what you get, but what the fortunate thing was is I ended up he ended up gifting it to me, which, oh, I'll tell you, for a trailer with really good tube framing. It's not, you know, this is for the sides, but it's tube framing from front to back. So I'm going to be taking all this apart. I took the tarps off, and I'm going to take it apart. The piping here, I'm going to be cutting these off, and I'm going to trim these off because they're all usable on pecs. And you can see where the gray water tank is underneath here. Let's see, I think you can see it. It's beautiful, beautiful shape. Keeping that in there. See the frame underneath it. You'll see it a lot better when I take it all apart, but right from front to back, just rotten. So it's been about a year. We got the trailer in, and we took the deck apart, and the day we got it was basically a year after we lost our home. And we stayed, we got ourselves a 18-foot trailer. It's about 30 years old, and we stayed in that over the winter. How was that?
That was interesting. We got it for $500 and we earned the money by having a garage sale.
Yeah.
And it was freezing. I nearly set the roof on fire.
Yeah, she likes candles.
And there was a shelf, and then there was the roof, and I lit a candle, and there's a hole in the roof, but that hole doesn't leak. It's another hole that leaks.
Yeah.
Not for me though.
Yeah, well, that was just the ceiling part. But when the trailer came in, it was interesting because I went back and listened to the video, and it was, oh my God. And you never ever said anything about, you know, I always thought, oh, a tiny house is how exciting, and then you're going, oh my God, we need a bigger boat. Something like that.
Yes. I don't recall everything I said because I haven't seen the video yet, but I remember my first reaction of thinking the deck to the truck is bigger than this trailer that he's lugging along. We could probably live on the deck of the truck more comfortably. No offense. But once the trailer came in to the shop and it was exactly where we had laid out, I got the proportions right in my head. for some reason, when the truck was far away and the trailer was coming, everything looked so small that the proportions just weren't quite right yet until the trailer was right in front of me and I could actually physically see it and go, okay, this is the size of the kitchen, and actually physically map it out.
How did you? What do you think about really having a tiny house to live in? I mean, both you and I have always lived in homes that had 2,000 plus to 3,000 square feet.
You say homes as in plural. Oh, for us, yeah, collectively in our lives. Yeah. I think the tiny home is definitely a step up from our 18-foot trailer, but I definitely don't miss the idea of having a big house, because even as we were saying the other day, we never use the full space. Everyone mostly hangs out in certain areas like the kitchen, maybe the living room sometimes.
Your favorite nook?
Yeah, we don't really travel a lot in our house, even when we had a home, and so it didn't make, even we had extra rooms that we never used. We rented them out. So it doesn't really make sense to have so much space that you're constantly having to maintain and clean and pay extra hydro and heating and all that for, when you can just have a tiny home and have things that you actually do use.
And we've had giveaways.
Use your space wisely.
We've had giveaways. We've had garage sales. It's unbelievable how much stuff you accumulate that you go, I'll never use it.
Yeah, like I don't need 3 whisks.
I do.
Yeah, you might.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's been good. So you feel okay with it, you know? Because when I listen to you on the video, I'm going, oh no, here I am pushing my dream on you, and you're going, oh my God, get me out of this.
Yeah, I was shocked. I remember that feeling in my stomach of going, this is it. Like, part of me sort of expected an additional trailer to come along and another truck and to go, okay, but once the trailer was in the yard and it was laid out in the exact dimensions that we thought, and it was in front of my face and I could see, I thought, okay, I can live in this size of a living room. I can do this size of a kitchen, and things worked out.
Good. So in our next part will be, well, I'm going to get a professional structural welder out, and he's going to talk to us about extending it, better support, so that when the house is on there, because everything's 2x4 construction, so it'll be a lot heavier, and he's going to help out with that.
Who's the welder?
Probably either my son or Brandon, who's a millwright, or Landon, or some friends that are certified, have certified welding tickets. And we're going to have a CVSE officer come out, which is the commercial...
What's a CVSE officer?
It's a commercial vehicle inspection guy who works at the scales, and he'll be able to tell us the legal height, the width, the weight, and certain things that a lot of people, especially in Canada, have questions about. So we'll be grilling him, and that'll be on a show up and coming.
And all the men will be shirtless.
We're going to have one of those babes that, like on Tool Time, that just has real short shorts with a little tool belt just walking around. Anyway, okay, so take care, and we'll see you on the next show.
Live long and prosper.
Can you do that?
I can do it.
Oh, pretty good. Okay, that part I'm not putting in.